on our way to San Sebastian and Pamplona. If you want to go the rest of Europe, you have to cross Pyrenees, where there's a lot of iron. The Iberian Peninsula. Long time ago, they were in the intelligent society. Don't know from where they were coming. We called them the Iberians. Then the Celts, 5,000 years ago, from all along the Mediterranean. 3 centuries before Jesus was born, Hannibal, the Carthaginians, came from Tunisia and the north of the Iberian Peninsula. Through France, the Romans, ping pong, boom, they fight, they win. Roman time, truth of Europe, they were here until the 5th century. Roman Empire falls apart. The Visigoths, coming from the north, from Germany, ruled Spain 220 years. Beginning of the 8th century, the Moors came from the north of Africa. All of a sudden, the Muslims had all the north of Spain and stayed here for 800 years. The most developed in the Middle Age, when in Europe there were plenty of little kingdoms killing each other just to increase their kingdoms. Huge Arab influence until 1492. All along the Mediterranean, Ottoman Empire was centuries, and Aragon, a very rich kingdom, but Castile was still growing. Isabel, which was a very ambitious queen, married with her cousin. Well, the Pope called Isabel and Ferdinand kick out all the Muslims. That is the time 1492 kings came together. They are called the Catholic kings. 1492, Columbus find another way to go to China to reach America, but only people from Aragon and Castile were allowed to go to America to make fortune. 16th century, Isabel and Ferdinand will die. All of a sudden, no heir to the throne. And from that moment on, French war once was his grandson, Charles V. And also Napoleon and the French Revolution. Not by chance, very nasty. Spanish kings went to Versailles. Well, Napoleon, he left in 1812, and the king came back from Versailles. 19th century. The Amar Palace used to be where the royal family used to spend their vacation, the most beautiful part of San Sebastian. And beautiful houses were built for a very rich bourgeoisie. For example, World War I, the English airplanes had Spanish engines. You remember the dream Carlist wars. Now we enter the 20th century. We lose Cuba and our last colonies and very poor people that are not educated. And what happened? The civil wars. People that are not educated is the best moment for the dictatorship. And that's why we were happy when Franco died in 1975. San Sebastian, famous for Spanish culture and very good food.
Beautiful size. Well, when you have that's all.
Cohete al aire.
We are officially starting the French Camino Roncesvalles and then walking 2 hours. Pilgrims follow the sign of the shell, the symbol of St. James of Compostela. These Pyrenees that we are driving was the way could bring more people from the rest of Europe, from the place where we will start. There are 500 miles. Seatbelts, please, in a disguised way. It can happen that they come inside. No, you just have to pay a fine. After the fall of the Roman Empire in the Dark Age, the church became more and more powerful. The monks, they are the teachers, and God was the explanation for all miracles. Churches will be built pointing to God. Relics were the main business of those days. And the most important that relic was, the more people it would attract, the more money you would get, and the more powerful the church will be. There was even a mafia selling relics, real and fake, selling the milk of Our Lady. Well, now, what would make a church rich? Imagine to have the relics of one of the apostles. And here, take a look on the left-hand side. Roncesvalles, the part that is flat, famous battle that defeated Charlemagne. It was the first man who tried to unify Europe. Not by chance that the building of the European Union in Brussels has the name of Charlemagne. Well, now it's around 1100 that the pilgrimage to St. James of Compostela started. All of a sudden the kings realized that there was a lot of people on the main road. They should pay to use those roads. Pilgrims said, no way. This pilgrimage in particular, going to St. James of Compostela, per agro, through the fields. Pilgrimage comes from the Latin per agros, per agro, mean through the fields. You find people who do this pilgrimage for spiritual reasons. By bicycle, riding a horse, an average of 17-18 miles a day. Physically very demanding. After 5 hours, probably you have less to say. And after 1 week, while you are walking, this silence comes slowly. The pilgrimage, from where you start, where it will be the end, it is about the way and what mentally you will be going through from big city and when Mother Nature. This gives you a balance and brings you such a peace that is great. Part of the way will bring us to a small little town, Valles. The infidel was coming from the Holy Land, and they convinced everybody if they would do a pilgrimage to the Holy Land, all their sin, they were forgiven. The bones, the tomb, founded in the 800s, that's why the name of St. James of Compostela. It's around 1100 that the pilgrimage to St. James of Compostela started. Stop for lunch, and where Marcio is coming to pick us up. Then we will be back to Pamplona.
Tartufo, rafforzare.
I'm very sensitive to salt, so can I have some just about?
Adesso rafforzare.
Oh, really? Oh, I can't wait. Truffle sauce. Oh, I'm sorry.
Am I missing something? Oh, wow. Wow. Is that the usual store?
Until the Taconera Park, and then coming in town, Calle Mayor. Calle Mayor, we translate it, means big street, okay? So that is the idea, and then coming back to the city center. And here, we can also see the streets that they do, they're running with the bulls. I told you that it's not totally accurate because the bullfight ring, it's not there. I think this is a great model to give you an idea of